The only way you're going to become successful in life is if you do not give up on yourself and you don't quit. And I know you're saying, well, duh, but if it was so obvious, why do you give up easily when things don't work out how you want them to? Why are you so quick to throw in the towel when things are not happening when you expected them to? You have to realize that if things are not working out when you want them to or how you want them to, you still have to be able to persevere and get to where you need to be, because if you don't, you'll never make it. With that being said, welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance, and that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, with that being said, because there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself, always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest. So if it doesn't apply, then that means it's not aligned, which means it is not for you, so don't force it. As well as grab your pens, grab your paper, and be prepared to take notes. For the month of May, we have been going over and discussing how life is going to change and not nothing in life is going to last forever. But for today's video specifically, we're going to talk about how you have to keep showing up despite of how you feel, like emotionally, right, even financially, and just you have to just keep going until you get what you want, as well as some recommendations, some reminders, some disclaimers, and just certain things that you need to be aware of. So that was a lot. Starting off the first introduction, starting off the first disclaimer, you have to show up until you get to where you need to be. Now, with that being said, you may not know how long it's going to take for you to get to where you need to be. You still have to be committed to invest into yourself even when you don't know. That's the first disclaimer. You're not always going to have control over everything in your life. What you do have control over is how you react or respond and what you choose to do or what you're choosing not to do. So the second disclaimer is realizing you don't have control over time. You can control your time management, what you're able to do, like having a routine, having structure, being organized, becoming punctual, but you can't manipulate it. So if things take 3 years, 30 days, 3 weeks, that's how long it's going to take. If it takes 1 week, if it takes 1 month, if it takes 1 year, that's how long it's going to take. You have to be okay with knowing that if you want something, you will get it when you're supposed to. So that leads us in the third disclaimer. You have to learn how to work on your attitude, and I'm speaking from experience. There's nothing wrong with desiring things in life and not wanting certain things in life, but what happens when it doesn't show up? What happens when it doesn't work out how you want it to? What are you going to do? You're going to give up? Because that's what you usually do. That's what majority of people do. And I'm speaking from experience. What has helped me along my healing journey was to realize that, yes, I am entitled to the things that I want because I know that I'm working towards them, but I've also been humbled to know that sometimes things don't always work out how we plan them to, and just because things are not going on schedule, quote unquote, to our knowledge doesn't mean that I should stop. Because it's like, what's the point of spending so much time, energy, and effort and even finance into something and not seeing it all the way through? So the fourth disclaimer is knowing that you are going to have to learn how to be present. You are going to have to continue to regulate your emotions when you feel frustrated and overwhelmed, and the best way for you to do that is to not rush, is to not compare yourself, is to realize what you're doing daily, what you're doing weekly, and seeing how these choices are affecting your lifestyle. Because the more you decide what you want to do, the better your chances are of you creating it into the habit and into the routine. So the fifth disclaimer before we get into the recommendations is knowing that you're gonna need time to rest. You don't have to overwork yourself. Because you're not in a competition, because you're not racing, because you don't have to do a trillion tasks in a day, you need to know when you're able to take your time to do things, but most importantly, when you just need to rest. If you're constantly working, eventually your body's gonna get tired. And if you get too tired to where you don't wanna do anything, you're not gonna move. So it's like you need to know when you have days where you're doing a little, then you have days where you're doing a lot. You have days where maybe you do things for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, you have to be really practical about how much time, how much energy you're able to invest into what it is that you want. So when it comes to the first recommendation, you need to create affirmations. The affirmations are going to help you reassure yourself mentally and psychologically to stay motivated. So on your notes and in the comment section, you need to create 3 affirmations that you can assure yourself with and reassure yourself with whenever you have negative thoughts, whenever you have negative beliefs. Because as you're elevating, as you're becoming successful, you're letting letting go of old thoughts and old mindsets and old behaviors. So if you used to be a negative person or used to be insecure, you have to reassure yourself that I am strong, I am confident, or whatever it is. Like, create 3 affirmations. So throughout the day or whenever you're going through it and things are not, showing up how you want them to, you can remind yourself. It's so important to speak life into your situation and to speak positively. The second recommendation, as you create your affirmations and you're practicing and you're reciting them, is believing in it. The only way you're going to believe in it, which is also the second recommendation, is making sure you're putting in the work. Whatever you need to do it. Whatever needs to be done, do it. The more you put in the action, the more you will get better. You have to realize, if you want to become physically fit, you physically want to become physically healthier, you're going to have to change. You're going to have to change your diet. You're going to have to change the way you work out. You're going to have to change the way you wake up. You're going to have to change your discipline. You're going to change your eating habits. You're going to have to change in how you exercise and whatever it is. Same thing if you want to become financially literate. You're going to have to change that you feel about money. You're gonna have to change the way you spend money. You're gonna have to change how you invest into money. Same thing when it comes to our mental health. When you're healing yourself from PTSD and CPD and BPD and anxiety and depression, you're going to have to change how you express your emotions. You're gonna have to change how you deal with your emotions. You're gonna have to change how you react and respond. Do what you can with what you have. It is an investment. Healing is not something that just happens in a day if you don't understand why you're having to heal. And that's the fourth recommendation. Until you realize why you're doing what you're doing and you are okay, like you can stand on it and you're committed, you're going to continue to have loops and loops of cycles of doubts and fears, and we don't need that. So the fourth recommendation is understanding your why. So on your notes with your affirmations somewhere, you need to figure out why you want to do the things that you do. Why do you want to become physically fit? Why do you want to become physically healthier? Why do you want to be in a healthy relationship? Why do you want to be a millionaire? Why do you want to start a business? Why do you want to go back to school? Why do you want that car? Why do you want that house? Why do you want the body? Whatever it is, why? And don't just say, oh, well, because I want it just because. No, that's your problem. If you're not serious about your reason, you're not going to be serious about you showing up for yourself. You need a solid reason. So therefore, despite of your emotions, what's going on, things working out when you want them to, you still are able to invest into yourself. Like me, I have a strong why, and I am somebody naturally, yes, I'm a fixed sign, like sun sign wise, and I, fixed placements. If I say I'm on something, if I want to do something, I'm standing on it permanently in every lifetime, in this lifetime, in the next lifetime, and even in the afterlife. Once I stand on something, once I make my mind up about something, you guys, like, it's permanent, eternally. Like, I play no games. I stand on business. Like, once I cut you off, I only do one time. I don't do second chances. I don't spin no blogs, none of that. One and done. You know why? Because I know I'm not going to live in this life physically forever. I don't have time to waste, and I don't like my time being wasted. So if you don't like your time being wasted, and like, once you learn something, once you see things for what they are, and once you realize what you can fix and what you can't, move accordingly. Because like I said, the time is going to go by regardless. Like, you still have to show up. Like me posting this account, I still have to show up, whether I get 2 views or I get 2 million views, whether I get 2 likes or I get 200,000 likes, whether people are commenting positive things, people are commenting negative things, whether people are reposting or not. I know personally I can't depend on certain people, okay, until I have a set community. But even still, like, you just have to know. Once you know what you want and why you genuinely want it, you're going to do what you need to do. So lastly, enjoy showing up for yourself. Enjoy becoming the person that you want to be. Like, you do have to learn how to be excited. You have to have fun. Like, it doesn't have to be strict and serious all the time. Like, yes, on this account we talk about mental health and healing. We motivate, inform, and educate. For those of you new here, like naturopathically, which means internally, psychologically, subconsciously, and consciously, and mentally. But it's like, there's a time and a place. Like, I'm not always talking about mental health all day every day, you guys. I post these videos, I go about my day, I have other things I need to do. Same thing with you. Like, you're gonna have time where you need to do work, and then you're gonna have time where you celebrate. You're gonna have time where you go out. You're gonna have time where you have fun. Like me personally, I'm not rushing into things, but I already have plans for the first week of June. I'm posting this and it's literally 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 2 weeks, you guys, from today, or I don't know when you're watching this, but 2 weeks from today, like, I have things that I'm going to be doing that I'm looking forward to. Like, have fun. Like, yes, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of energy and effort, but it's like once you do the work, it will become easier. And the more something becomes easier to you in second nature, like second nature and first nature, like it just becomes very much adaptable and part of who you are. It won't be as hard and as difficult. So with that being said, thank you guys for always liking and commenting and engaging, and let me know what resonates with you, as well as your affirmations in the comment section down below, what resonated with you, what you need to work on, and follow me on all my social media platforms. All the information is down in the description box below. If you're interested in the service in a session and you need like a one-on-one intimate vibe, click the link in the description or head to my website. And if you guys want me to go live talking about this in real time, drop the word live in the comment section. But I think I already said to follow me on all my social media platforms. It's in the description. But yeah, like, you just have to fight. You have to fight for what you want, and you can't let anybody make you feel bad about it, because the people and the places and things who are meant to celebrate you and be there for you are already waiting for you. Like, there are people in this world who are meant to be a part of your life, who are meant to show up for you. So I love you. You're loved. Until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.